from that piece of crap car you parked here.
Do I have to go?
See, they haven't changed anything in 40 years.
Will my $600 Volvo wagon make it all the way to Mom and Tom's house? Hey everybody, Monkey Wrench Mike. We have a special video for you today. If you've been watching the series on the Volvo wagon, you know what a pain in the rear end it has been. This thing has been so totally, and the thing I fixed isn't even fixed. Anyway, so totally overcomplicated and brittle is driving me crazy. So we have the first videos where we bought the car, we cleaned out all the crud. Then we had the other video, we fixed the ABS system. Then in the last video, I tried to fix the odometer. I did. I tried to add light bulbs to the speedometer. I did, but to do that, this whole dash had to come out. The top has to come off, the airbag has to come out, all the vents have to come out, and then you can reach the instrument cluster right there. Well, when you do that, everything behind this is so brittle, it breaks instantly. So I had to put a bolt between the firewall and that side of the dash to hold everything together. Well, I think it broke. And not the bolt, all the plastic pieces behind the dash right there, because it's really kind of making weird sounds. And now I'm starting to get a rattle over here. So, yay. The purpose of the video, though, is to take this to Mom and Tom's, and we're going to get their reaction to the Volvo world. I believe Tom owned one back in the day, but you know, he likes his America cars and trucks, especially those trucks. We're just going to see what he has to say about this Swedish import from 1997, if we make it there. Right now, as you can see, we're cruising 65 miles an hour. I put some gasoline in her, and you'll notice the odometer. Yes, it is turning, it is churning, it is working, it is marking the miles. We turned 124,000 miles, and now we have 6 miles more than that. So, I think we're going to make it. We're going to go up and see what Mom and Tom have to say, though. That is a backbone to something that got dragged in here and eaten. Please be dead. Please be dead. Please. Oh, I smashed his brain. Yeah, we got rain. Hunt for the second vehicle has taken us to... What are you going to say?
It's just too much for me to screw out.
What do you think about this car, Mike?
Mikey likes.
You like it?
Mikey likes.
I'm in the car.
What's so sweet about it?
Oh, bump. There you go.
Sweet.
He's a smart one there, Mom. You married a smart guy.
Been working on that one.
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
Yeah. You know, I had one of those.
Back in the day?
It was 1969.
Okay. Yeah.
Bright red.
Nice.
Nice. 4-door.
Okay. 4-door.
Brand new. Brand new.
This is not okay.
And I had it. I lived in Latin America.
Uh-huh.
And I got that because, you know, you never have to repair a Volvo. And if you know about whatever, if you know about living in Latin America, bless their hearts, I love those people. They're the worst mechanics in the world. So I said, I'll get a Volvo.
Yes.
So don't ever have to take it in. No problem. Oh, I hardly got it broke in, and I stop at a stoplight, and the entire dashboard falls off of my lap. I mean, the whole dashboard.
Oh, no.
I'm sitting there at the lot, and I've got Puerto Ricans yelling at me, and how can they do that anytime? And I'm trying to drive with this thing in my, and so that was one thing. Then when we had little side windows. Remember that?
I remember those.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had that still on those. Really good, tricky for down there. And so I'm up looking at a condominium. I'm up on 4th, 5th floor. I look down and there's somebody breaking into my car, stealing a radio. I go down there and I yell and holler things I shouldn't do. Anyway, I get down there. How did he get in there? Well, the idiots have screws that hold that glass together, right?
Okay.
This is your sweetie.
The vent glass.
This is your sweetie car.
Sweden. Yeah.
With the head outside.
So you just needed a screwdriver to break in?
Yeah, screwdriver, take it out, you go in, you unlock, you go in and steal the radio. Nobody in Puerto Rico had a radio because they just steal it as fast as you put it in there. So anyway, that's how I wanted you to know I'm pretty expert on on Volvo.
You are okay.
Yeah.
Well, this one is the one that cost me $600. It sat for probably maybe 10 years,
Wow.
and it had all kinds of varmints and varmints and critters and things living in it.
Yeah.
But it made it up here. It drove up here just fine.
Well,
Okay, hope it gets home.
you know, well,
That's a mom thinking right there.
The fun thing is, or the important thing is, that it's sitting right here, and this is, I don't want to say holy ground or something like that, but I mean, this is an important place because right behind us,
Right. So here we go.
Here we
is
go
is kind of an old faithful of engine oil. It keeps bubbling up out of the concrete. From that piece of crap car you parked here for 3 months one day when you were going to be, it's going to be here 2 weeks.
That
And
was
it's
the bummer beamer.
Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think of you a lot. But I still got
Oil marks?
in there. Not
Wow.
not marks. Puddles. So anyway,
So this side is sacred.
Yeah.
That side is not so sacred.
that's your side.
That's my side.
I have another word for it, but I know that's the family show, so I won't
don't
say it.
I don't know if I'm leaking anything. I'm kind of worried
That'd
now.
be about the first piece of junk you brought up here that didn't leak. But anyway, this one I've ridden in.
Okay.
Haven't I? Did I ride
Well,
this?
we want you to drive this one. We want to get your impressions on driving this one.
Oh, okay.
So, with this, I would like to present to you one little key to drive this car, and we want to get your thoughts. Mom, do you want to go with us? And
Do I have to go?
don't you trust your son, the mechanic, the YouTube mechanic?
My husband
Not,
who's angry about the Volvo.
Yeah, look at his hat. Lock at this.
look at the head. Look at that,
Alpine
folks.
Ranger. What's that from?
That's from Colorado, folks. I
Uh-huh.
was the deputy sheriff up there, or sheriff's deputy. And my summer job was be Alpine Ranger on the Alpine Loop. If you're ever in that part of the country, that's down the southwest part of Colorado.
Uh-huh.
Lake City, Telluride, a bunch of weirdos over there. But anyway, Ouray, okay, and Silverton. Those are all on the loop. And I patrolled that. And it went from 9,000 foot elevation to 14,000.
Ooh, that's a big difference.
Yeah, it was fun. It was, I loved it.
Yikes.
I loved it.
With
And you had a Jeep Cherokee thing
I had
that
a
you had to
Jeep
drive,
Cherokee,
right?
and I would drive, and I was the only law enforcement. I was the only medical officer up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And
I loved it.
Most of it was a shelf road too.
oh yeah. Well,
What kind of road?
Shelf.
Shelf
Road.
It,
Shelf
and wasn't it? That's kind of stretching to call it a shelf. It's about
Okay.
it was 8 to 12 feet wide, and on one side would be the side of a mountain going straight up, and the other side would be the other side of the mountain going straight down up 200 or 300 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's cool.
To
So
skill.
we didn't drive nothing
Yeah.
like this up there. 'Cause,
Well, this
you
wouldn't
wanted to
make
get
it up
back.
there.
No,
I don't think
no,
this
no.
would.
Oh no.
It was.
we
It's
wouldn't
probably
allow
too
that.
wide too, because those Cherokees were narrow. But you rode horses too up there, right?
Yep, sure did.
Okay.
Sure did. You
Yeah.
bet.
And the joke was you never knew if he was coming home or not, right? Maybe that's not a joke, but
Oh, well, yeah, I never knew. I prayed a lot.
I told her not to worry, not
Mm-hmm.
to worry, because I was up there by myself. I was the only law enforcement. But I was heavily armed, and I told her that my goal in life was to die up high in a gunfight with a score 4-1. Wouldn't that be great?
that would be
Wouldn't
cool.
that be great?
4 to
Alpine
1.
Ranger killed in fight, takes 4
Yeah.
with him. I never could get anybody to play along with me.
Nobody would.
All right, we're going to drive this thing.
We are going to drive this thing. Listen to that sound.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It does have a good exhaust. Mom, are you comfortable back there?
Yeah.
Are you a little nervous about this?
No.
Okay.
What does it say when the light says service?
That means service the engine.
Yeah.
But that'll go out in a minute or two.
The engine?
No, the light.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I understand. I'm not,
Okay, yeah.
is the brake on or is this just
Nope. No brakes.
I've got it sitting here and it's just sitting here?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
This
think.
is-
Are we in? Oh, we're in neutral.
Oh.
I burnt. Yeah, or that was
Damn.
park. Okay. There you go. What's wrong?
I never had a whiplash with a gear shift before.
It's because it's got so much power. This is the turbocharged.
Okay.
You're
let's-
clear over here.
Oh, yeah, well, I always take that advice. Yeah, you're curious. Watch out! Yeah, I've been there before. All right, here we go. Up, see?
Can you feel the front wheel drive?
Yeah.
It feels different,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah,
Yeah. Now this,
Watch out! It's going to fast.
That's
Get a picture of that. That's
I
going to
am.
fall off in your lap.
well,
Just
that's
like-
what I spent 2 hours fixing this afternoon,
They did. They.
and it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, see, they haven't changed anything in 40 years.
It could fall off. Absolutely.
Oh, that would be so funny. I would die laughing. I'm not going to get on that highway down there.
Okay. Just turn wherever you want to turn. Yeah.
Let's see. I'll go down here.
So forth. Well, see that it is loud.
But we need to.
I'm just going to have to get a passenger just to kind of ride like this with me and hold that in place. And the brakes are a little
Were you
squeaky.
considering getting brakes?
That's
what's the
next on
grinding
my
noise?
list.
What's that noise while you're grinding when I push the brake pedal down?
That would be the brake pad.
Would that be the brake pad?
That would be the brake pad. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That just lets you know it needs to be addressed.
Put that on your list.
Maybe more than one brake pad. We need to. Can you hear that too, Mom?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Has your hearing increased since your eyesight has decreased?
No.
It's worse.
I wear my hearing aids.
Okay. You didn't even get that in exchange. Okay.
Her attitude hadn't been improved either.
Now, for those who don't know, we talked about this in another video. You are legally blind,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you got to ride on a tricycle. I want to put that video in here. Can I do that?
Sure.
Because you hadn't been on a bike in a long time.
Well, like 60 years. 70 years.
60 years. And then Tom had to chase her
Yeah.
down the street.
Man, I can run like a
like a buffalo.
kind of like an armadillo. Whoa! Don't touch
Oh, she's going.
No, let's just gently. Atta go.
How did she break
Go to
her
your right
leg?
a little.
How did
You're
she
right a
break
little.
her leg?
Go to your right a little. There you go. All right. Yep, go straight. Out of here.
When's the last time you were on a bike? How many?
60 years.
It'd be 65. No, it'd be 70 years ago.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
more than that, because I'd be a teenager.
Uh-huh.
80 years ago. 70 years ago.
70 years ago.
Not 80, you're 85.
I know, but when I was 10, you were holding me on
Yep.
the bicycle.
Yeah, but you had fun though, didn't you?
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
I was going to turn her loose, but I was afraid you'd see me.
You were going to send her down the hill.
Whoa, there you go. Hold on, honey.
Oops.
Woo.
Let me tie my shoe. Oh, I got boots on.
This actually is a pretty good little car if it had like brakes and a windshield.
Yeah.
Those would help a lot.
And a paint job. And a dash
Oh.
that didn't make horrible sounds.
Women.
I'm really disappointed about this because the whole thing is
Yeah.
I wanted
What?
the odometer, see how it actually turns now?
Yeah.
It didn't before. So to take that out, you take
Right.
out the instrument cluster. But to do that, all of this has to come out. This whole top piece has to come out. All your little vent things have to come out. Your airbag has to come out. Your glove box has to come out to get access to put in a light bulb in your instrument cluster.
And see, in the old days, it was so much easier because everything just fell off in your lap and you could go through it.
You could fix it
You know what
easy.
I'm talking about? Huh? You know what I'm talking about?
This would be that red Volvo that you had, right?
Yeah.
You don't
yeah.
talk about that very
Did I
often.
tell you about the red Volvo?
I can't really remember.
Yeah. Piece of crap.
Of all the cars you've had, what's been your favorite?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Wow. 1951 Chevrolet Deluxe.
Oh, yeah.
It was loaded,
Uh-huh.
straight six. It, of course, no air conditioning, none of that silly stuff. Stick shift, of course. That's when men were men. Women knew it. You heard that one, I know.
Yeah.
And but anyway, my granddaddy gave that to me. Granddaddy Joe Charlie Tallman,
Oh, okay.
who was not a Delaware Indian, regardless of what he said. My family didn't have no Indians.
What color was it?
Granddad or the car? Oh, the car. It was two-tone brown,
Okay.
but it was loaded, baby. It was loaded. It had the new thing inside. It's called a turn signal.
Oh.
You turn it, the lever down there,
Yeah.
and it flashed the lights on that side. Of course,
How about
it
that?
was still required by Oklahoma law that you still had to do the arm signal.
Really?
Yeah, because everybody knew that was a stupid thing with those little lights flashing.
Yeah.
That wasn't going to last. So we kept that. And then the other thing, and you won't believe this, because you'd think it wasn't that far along electronics, but it had radio right here, right here. And it had 4 push knobs in it, and you could push a knob and go to that station.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a big addition.
That is fancy.
That was dealer installed. You couldn't get that from the factory.
Mom, what was yours, or what was your first car that
I
you
went
had?
through
You remember?
talking about that.
Oh, okay. We're going to talk more about this
Yeah,
51 Deluxe.
he gave it to me when I turned 16, which would have been in 1959.
Okay.
So I was 8 years old. I took it in about 6 months later for its 10,000 mile checkup.
Wow.
Yeah, 10 years old. Yep. In those days, you didn't drive cars around you just drove to the grocery store on Saturday and back and to church. You go to church on Sunday, by the way, in case you forgot that. Okay, go ahead and ask your
He's
mother what
giving
you
me
said.
the side eye now.
No.
Okay.
Just say it.
Now, we're done talking about the 51 Deluxe. What was your first car?
My first car was a 56 Chevy. I got it for graduation from college.
Mm-hmm.
And about 2 months after I got it, I drove it all the way to Atlanta, Georgia,
Okay.
to attend Delta Airlines flight stewardess training.
Because you were a flight attendant. Or, well, they called them
Stewardess.
stewardesses back then.
Stewardess, yeah.
Yeah.
I did that all by myself. All by myself.
Did you ever get in trouble as a stewardess?
No, well,
Yes, you did.
I did one time.
For not wearing shoes.
I took off my shoes.
Running up and down without shoes on.
Yeah, 'cause I
Embarrassed her family.
had to have a fast meal service between Little Rock and Hot Springs, and I had 44 passengers, and I had to serve them a meal in 35 minutes and pick up the trays. So I took off my shoes and I was running up and down the aisle
Oh,
So,
by myself. No other stewardess.
and these weren't shoes. You had to wear high heels.
Oh yeah, 3-inch high heels.
yeah.
Yep,
So there's my mom running barefoot up and down the aisle.
yep. I got written up for it.
You bet, as you should have.
That was the only thing I ever did wrong.
Okay.
That I got caught.
That she got caught for. she has a criminal mind.
Mm-hmm. Now, you were very resourceful, too. Tell us about the steaks. What you used to do when you had more food than passengers.
Whenever anybody declined food, we always Delta served filet mignons
Okay.
on there. And this wasn't first class, it was just a plain ordinary coach. We still served fillets. And anybody didn't eat one, we'd put them in, put the fillets in a burp bag and put them in, and I'd take them home, put them in our refrigerator, and eat these fillets whenever we wanted them. They were so good.
So I heard that right. You called it a burp bag, not
Right.
a barf bag.
Well,
Well, we call them burp bags because
Burp bag.
people now call them barf bags, I guess.
ask her if she ever got the wrong bag and put it in the oven.
Oh, no.
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 Yeah, right, sure.
You didn't have stew.
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
Hello.
Okay. Well, we'll gather outside the vehicle and we'll wrap
Okay.
this up. How about
Okay.
that?
Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay, sweetie.
Find the door.
Huh?
I couldn't find the door handle.
It's weird. These door
Yeah.
handles are weird.
It's. Let me show you. See here. Right there. It goes back.
Oh,
It's.
Yeah.
I've never seen a door handle like
Yeah.
that.
the lever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty quick release because you're on a direct pull.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, And this door came open on the way up. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't close it.
Yeah.
But I was driving and the door kind of went whoop. I thought, I don't think that's supposed to happen. So I had to slam it.
Well, that's the deal. Volvo does that.
That's an exit feature. It's
Yeah.
a safety feature.
Yeah, that's a safety feature.
In case you need to get out quickly.
Right. Watch the oil.
Well, look at that. Watch the oil. Don't step in the oil puddle from 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
4 years ago, probably.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
And you still got stuff down there sucking up the oil.
Yeah.
Do you remember unloading that thing off the ramp and you had to
Oh, yeah, I
jump?
rolled down and we almost went through that door.
You had to jump out of the way. Yeah.
Good thing I'm quick, son. Yes, sir.
That was a special car.
That was really a piece.
It was a
I
junk.
can't say what that was. Not
Yeah.
on television.
Not in front of my mom. Yeah.
No, well, you ought to hear her talk. You talk about garbage mouth. You talk about trash mouth. Let me tell you. Buried me more than once.
It's like a rock.
Yeah, she'd get to arguing with the preacher, giving a sermon. That's not true, and she'd start yelling stuff.
Going back and forth.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
You know,
She'll do the whistle too. That whistle.
Yeah, whistle, and that's bad. You know, your mother got thrown out of a baseball stadium one time, arguing with the umpire.
Really?
Oh, yes,
was this
she
for,
did.
This for
Oh.
Tim's baseball game?
For your brother.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Linda Kay and I did.
Oh no.
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson's wife at the
Yeah?
time. And Martha, and they were banned from the stadium. Embarrassed the families.
Again.
Yeah,
Yet
nothing I
again.
would have ever done.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell.
We
So
just
for
laughed.
all,
All right.
We just laughed.
just laughed it off. What was the argument over? My brother?
No, it's some pitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Called him out.
It
And
was
he was safe.
obviously a bad call.
He was safe
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
at home.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Well,
They could see much better from up there than the referee could right there. Remember? Yeah.
And I think we've been yelling at him all game.
Uh-huh.
He just called him making some bad calls.
They quit selling beer in the stadium after that.
go ahead, punch him now. I'll get it on camera.
Well, you can't see me. I'm pinching his behind.
That ain't right behind your pension, darling.
Okay, so
Okay,
for
let's
all
move
of the
on.
people, because I still get
What?
comments from people that say, "What happened to Mom and Tom? Bring them back to this,
Here
to
we
the
are.
channel and everything." So how does that make you feel knowing that people, and these are people from across the world? I mean, really,
Like you mean Tennessee or something?
a little further,
Further.
a little further.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've had
Yeah.
and just recently even Iraq, Ukraine,
Cool.
Iran.
Go for it, Ukraine.
Yeah, we're pulling for you.
Bomb them, baby. Bomb them. Burn, baby, burn. Yeehaw. We
Yeah.
pray for you every morning.
Yes, we do.
There you
Yes,
go.
we do.
Good stuff. Well, thank you for being part of the video.
We weren't through with that.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Anyway, thanks guys for being part of this. And honestly, what do you think about the old Volvo?
I think it's something for you to do. I like it. I think it'll work good. You get a windshield, brakes, and a couple other things. You got a good car.
There we
I'm
go.
all
And the
for it.
engine sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a winner.
Okay. Well, there
One
you
of
go,
the- one of
folks.
the few you've ever had.
From the home of Mom and Tom, we're going to wrap it up.
Do you now?
What was this?
That's what we
What
do.
did you do?
That's what we do. Like
Tip
that.
our hat?
Like that. Well,
Okay.
You don't know. You're not doing it right.
Okay. Say goodbye, Mom and Tom.
Bye-bye.
Adios.